What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. Amron, getting situated here, and today we have a nice 2025 fantasy football draft over on Underdog. Shout out to Underdog. I just figured, you guys know how this channel works. We're ramping up. We got 2 videos posted this week. We got August coming up. You guys know I don't mess around in August. We will be streaming every day in August until the season starts. But that also means we got to warm up. So we're going to do probably weekly, maybe bi-weekly streams during the month of July. I figured, why not today? We're on a hot streak. We're posting videos. We're in the mix. Let's hop in here and do a Best Ball Mania draft. This was a little bit impromptu, so I don't know who is going to be out here attending this stream. But how's everybody doing, man? I'm excited to be back. Excited to be back in the mix, talking fantasy football. So, let's hop into this. I will be honest, we are knocking off the rust here. I don't know if my streaming software has everything that I want it to have, but let's get straight into a draft here. And then we can kind of mess around, bullshit, talk some 2025 fantasy football. Let's not get federal and look at my account balance here, but this is, as always, do I even have... Is that going to do it? Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, so it's linked at the top of the comments. It's pinned at the top. We're going to hop into an Underdog draft. If you want to hop along or hop in here along with us, use promo code RON. They will match your first deposit up to $1,000. You can use the link in the description, comment section, top of the live chat, all of that good stuff. We are going to do a Best Ball Mania. I will say they have some other cool contests as well where you can do a... I mean, these are cool, but $35 Greyhound is pretty sweet. You can do a... These pit bulls are great. I already maxed it, I'll be honest. This $5 Corgi is great. I already maxed it. I will be honest with you guys. So, let's do a BBM. We have done 100... No, we have not done 100. We've done... What's 14 minus 50? 36. We've done 36 so far. We're going to hop into one. 20 seconds per pick. Like I said, this is going to be quick. We're just getting some rust off here. We're going to do one draft tonight. We'll ramp up as the summer goes on. 20 seconds should be pretty quick, which I think is a pretty exciting feature. Because then you don't have to commit a full hour to draft, and you can get in, get out. I got to be honest again, I don't know... I don't remember how I get this set up usually, but we'll wing it as we go. We got Brock in here. Who else is in here? Let me know. We got Rothbart, boy from back home. What's going on? We got Elijah Bennett in here. We got Unruly Drip. I will say too, fellas, we are waiting on 6 people here. So if anybody wants to draft against me, it should be very easy. Should be very easy. You could just hop in a BBM right now. Where you been? We posted on the Dynasty channel a bunch. And then we've been doing some stuff on the back end. I got some cools. Look, I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, so I'm not going to outline everything. But we got some stuff in the works. Maybe a website, maybe some merch. I don't know. We'll see. So we got some things in the works right now. Been hanging out with the BDGE guys, doing some trivia videos as well. But we are back full force into redraft. Very excited. The basement, yes sir, of course. We got Bindles in here. We got Cody in here. JP. What's good? We got Cole Bryant. These are some familiar names. I do miss streaming a ton. Like, these are all familiar names. I've seen this before. You bought the Patreon a day before you updated pricing. Yeah, that's something else. If I update pricing on Patreon, I bumped it from $8 to $10 a month. Sue me, fellas. We've been doing this for a while. I feel like I give a lot of really good stuff on the Patreon. But what I always do is that if I update prices, like anybody who's already on the Patreon, they get to be there at $8 forever. And there are people before I even upped it to $8 when it was like maybe like $5 back in the day. $6. We're talking, 2021, 2022. Those guys are all grandfathered in as well. So I reward you guys for being OGs is what it comes down to. Look forward to the draft strategy videos. I'm very excited because I think this year is going to be very interesting. And I don't want to give too much away, but I do want to do a lot of digging into the idea. We've been very heavy on filling wide receivers through the flex, and of course, we don't want to overcorrect for last year, But wide receiver prices, even in home leagues, have been as expensive as ever the last 3 years. And I do want to do some research on kind of what's optimal to go in your flex, how we should be drafting, and just kind of like what's the game plan in 2025. Man, this is taking forever to... I probably should have hopped in one and then started rambling to start, but we're knocking the rust off. We got Sonny in here. We got Always Drenched. Hell yeah, that's a name I recognize. We got Diego Gonzalez in here, Adam Davis. Draft season so back, hell yeah. How many drafts have you done so far? I am in a bunch of slows. Yeah, so I mean, this is kind of exposing me a bit, but we got some slows. Not a crazy amount. I've been in more than this before. And then completed. We did all of the NFL draft best ball ones, which was the big board. And then we're 39 deep so far. For this season. All right, so let's. All right. Where did it go? Now I'm costing. Here we go. Oh, 6 spots. That's nice. Let me know if any of you guys are in here. I don't know if I recognize any of these names. I think this is how I've done it in the past. Bang. So we'll show this, and then we'll kind of alternate between this and this as I'm making picks. I think that has been the meta in the past. Man, I'm so rusty, fellas. I gotta like watch an old stream after this to see where I've set my camera up, because I feel like I usually set it up here. But then once we go here, all right, whatever. I'll figure that out later. We'll chill down here for now. What else we got? Bijan 101. I do have my rankings uploaded in here. I will say I am currently working on a rankings update that should be out tomorrow. Hoping. So you can find that on the Patreon. But, you know, I'm not pushing that too hard this time of the year. We got Salma in here. We got Ben. We got Chris Diaz in the cut. Thrill shot. You got into med school? Hell yeah. So I won't be joining streams as much, but for a good reason. Hell yeah, dude. Congratulations. Wow, a 106 CD Lamb? All day. All day. I would debate taking him as early as 102, to be honest. Yeah, every offseason, I got to get better at, like, there's definitely some heads in here that I see all the time that I just haven't made mods yet. I definitely got to get on that. Just joined, so I've already said, but is there any subscriber leagues this year? There will for sure be a subscriber league. We always do one on the Patreon. The, what do I usually call it? The Basement Invitational is what I call it. But it'll be 4 leagues, raffle to get in, and it'll be a tournament setup. One of my favorite leagues I'm in. Med school where, Brock? I know you said you were at Indiana as a Hoosier. Like, is it the med school within Indiana, or is there, I'm curious where at. I know you're a, what do you call that, Midwest? Midwest Bowl? I'm not sure if that's Midwest, to be honest. Sex bots don't stand the chance in the draft, only 64 more days. Hell yeah, dude. Rusty Ron, that's what we're saying. That's what they're saying. A little rusty, just a little bit. Like I said, I don't know where I usually put my face cam, but for now I think we're all right. So I want you guys to see my team. Maybe in the past I just kept it static on this, but I want you guys to see my team when I'm making picks. So we took CeeDee Lamb. I will say, like, I am, like I keep saying rusty, but I am. I don't know the Week 17 matchups, which, I don't know. That's a hot debate every time we do these streams. With people new to best ball, and they're like, why do you care about Week 17? That's stupid. And then we look back at the guy who won millions of dollars, and he cared about Week 17. So, I don't know. I'm not looking forward to talking in circles about that. I also didn't plan on going, like, pretty zero RB here, but A.J. Brown, to me, is one of the easiest clicks in fantasy football. Like, every year, he's done the same thing the last 3 years, and every year he performs, and then we push him up too high, and then he does the same thing, and then we're like, where we drafted him, he didn't quite meet expectations, so then we put him back down, and we're now on the other end of that cycle, right? We're like, last year you have to draft A.J. Brown in this range, and then he does what he does. He finishes as a back-end wide receiver 1, where he'll have a stretch where he's an elite wide receiver, and then it's like, that wasn't enough for a late first. But now you can get him in the mid to late second, or really more like mid-second. It's like, here, that's where it's absolutely fine. I got a bug in the basement. Jeez, dude, you hate to see that. But at 207, I'll take A.J. Brown all day in any format. Like you're locking in back-end wide receiver 1 production, and then you have the out that if the Eagles' defense regresses, if Jalen Hurts takes some kind of step forward as a passer, if Devontae Smith gets hurt, if A.J. Brown just kind of ascends to a higher power and decides that it's his time to be the best wide receiver in the NFL, then all of a sudden he has like top 5 upside, but then also you know that the floor you're getting is pretty crazy. He does have pretty good... I'm talking to my ass when it comes to the spike weeks, but I'm pretty sure he has good spike weeks. I think Hayden Winks put out a really good chart. Man, I don't know how I'm going to find it, but he did something really cool. It was like the average of each player's like top 5 best games, so it kind of gave you an idea of who has the best spike weeks. How can I look that up? Let me know if any of you guys can find that and send me the link in the chat. I'd be stoked. I'm like loosely looking through here. Man, I don't think I'm going to find it. Well, the issue is now I have to find it, fellas, so give me a second. I'm also not even crazy about Chase Brown, but middle of the third Chase Brown is more than fine. That's kind of where I'm at on that. Spike weeks. That's what I'm looking for. If it doesn't come up here, then I'll be giving up. And I'll be giving up. All right. If anybody finds that, you let me know. All right. We are about to be back on the clock. This is a spot where I'm usually hammering wide receivers, but again, we're kind of chilling on that front. You could talk me into Tetaroa, but I think this might be Hampton here. But I mean, we do got to fill 3 wide receiver spots. Yeah, no, we're gonna lean fully into 0 RB here, fellas. Or not even. I mean, we got Chase Brown. We did take a running back. It's not quite 0 RB. It's kind of more like a hero RB. But I know people hate when we start putting labels on every single draft, so I'll just chill. What's been your favorite spot to draft this year? Probably this, dude. The 6 spot's pretty sweet. 6 spot's pretty sweet. I also, like, if I can get... People do love the back half of the draft, which I don't mind it. I don't know. The first and second round don't feel as yucky as they did last year. I kind of like all the spots, to be honest. Probably the worst is taking like Saquon or Bijan here, which I've been doing. And then the 2-3 turn just feels gross because the wide receivers fall off so much here that it just is like, would have preferred Chase or Lamb, because then the running backs here are pretty sweet, you know? Like going Jefferson Bucky is, I think that's right. Jets fan take on Brees. I have an irresponsible amount. I have an irresponsible amount of Brees as well, dude. I'm ready to get hurt again. I kind of talked on it in my running back rankings video, which I will say, if any of you guys are in the stream and you haven't checked out the running back rankings or wide receiver rankings video, definitely go check that out. We posted those this week. Damn, he took Jalen Hurts. Do you even have Devontae? All right. Alrighty. All right. Yeah, give me Travis Hunter. God, that's annoying. All right. All right. I'm definitely not annoyed by him going Jalen Hurts there. Whatever. I don't know. Looking back, maybe I should have taken Kenneth Walker there, but I think there's going to be some running backs available at 67 we'll like. And I've been snagging Hunter at this price. Indiana University School of Medicine? Hell yeah, dude. Now that's what we like to see. Do I go up here? Maybe I go up here? I don't know. You guys let me know. If anybody remembers where I usually put my face. Born and raised in Indiana? Hell yeah, dude. 49 states, it's just basketball, man. What were your thoughts on Tyreek before and after? I wanted to be out on Tyreek Hill so bad this year, and then his price has just been super reasonable the entire time. You know what I mean? Like, even after the Jonnu stuff, you can still get him 304. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. Like, that's just... You're getting a high-end wide receiver, too, with upside for 20-plus points per game, and even if he doesn't, he's kind of like Mike Evans in the way that he could be fine all year, right? 13, 14 points per game, and then just give you, like, 3 touchdowns in week 16 and win you a week you needed it. Gonna keep doing stuff with BDGE consistently. Yeah, it's been fun to kind of fill in when they need it here and there. I know that they kind of have a gap here with Tony gone and Sexy P kind of getting into the States or whatever. But yeah, it's been cool. Doing some trivia, getting in the mix. Damn, maybe we should have gone running back last round, huh? Maybe we should have gone running back last round, looking at it now. But these wide receivers aren't great either. We're going to go Laporta, actually. I've been taking a lot of Laporta. I might be being a goof right now. I got to be honest, I hate this team, fellas. But again, we're rusty. You got to give me the benefit of the doubt. If I'm being honest, where I think I probably went wrong is this Hunter pick should have been like Walker or Kamara or something. And then this Laporta pick, you could have talked me into a 6th round, Judkins, Caleb, Swift, but I'm just not crazy about it. I would have liked, one of, if James Conner could have gotten to us here, that would have been a smash pick. If anybody could have slipped a little bit, but it's fine. I think we'll land this plane. I think we will. You just got to trust your captain. Used your rankings for first ever Dynasty startup? Hell yeah, dude. Let me know what the team looks like. You got Showtime Fantasy in here? What's up? What's going on? Happy early July 4th. Happy July early 4th to you too, brother. Been here since 1K subs? Hell yeah. Just refer them to the Pete video every time. My AJ Brown takes have been spot on for half a decade. See, this is the thing, too. I think I'm going to have a lot of Aaron Jones. Like, I don't see the Aaron Jones projection. I know that Jordan Mason's there, but, like, Aaron Jones, to me, I at least have him in the same tier as, like, Kamara, Mixon, Connor. And even if you have him, like, a little bit outside of that, I probably would still have him in this tier of, like, Judkins, Caleb, where the Vikings have just been a good offense every time Kevin O'Connell has been calling plays. Aaron Jones vastly underperformed his expected touchdown output. And I don't know, we've seen Aaron Jones in committee backfields before with like Jamal Williams. I don't think that Jordan Mason's just going to all of a sudden command 200-plus touches. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't think that Aaron Jones is going to go out like that last year where he was kind of a little bit inefficient, not converting on the goal line, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. I could see a world where Aaron Jones is pretty sweet. Maybe even gives you like a 3-touchdown week when you need it. I thought I was about to get A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts, and it just didn't happen. Are you going to do streams with Jacob and Liam that time they argued about a 17th round? We absolutely will. We absolutely will. We'll definitely be running back a main event. Been here since 2021? Hell yeah, dude. You have any flag plants yet? I like Basil Tootin a lot. I like Luther Burden a lot. I'm going to get killed on Luther Burden this year. I like Josh Downs a lot. I like Devon Achane again a lot. Who is available? Do any of these stacks make sense? Not really. This is a range of running back that I do not like. So we will be going Emeka Egbuka and just stacking up rookie wide receiver upside. This is going to be a team where we're not going to draft a ton of receivers. We might stop at 6. This might be a 3-6-6-3. Not sure yet. I think that you guys are gonna hate this draft. I'm not caught up in the chat yet to where I'm at, fellas, but I don't know. This is the wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, and wide receiver 3 of this draft class to me. And getting them behind CD and AJ Brown, I think, is pretty sweet. But I probably got to ease off now and kind of throw quantity at running back. This would, like, how would we feel about this team if instead of Hunter, we had, you know, Judkins, or who was our other option? It was like Judkins, Caleb, I guess Montgomery, but I'm not a big Montgomery guy. Like, the issue is here that I don't like any of the, like, this running back range kind of sucks, which I think to me is the argument for going, you know, probably wanting to get like 3 running backs in there. So now I'm in a bit of a predicament of where I want to go next. It doesn't really make sense to go receiver again. Receiver is dry, though, now. You go ETN just to get some easy points in there if we want it. Tyrone Tracy, Scatabo. No, give me ETN. I haven't been taking a lot of ETN, but I think sprinkling in like 9th round ETN is more than fine. We already have a Jacksonville Travis Hunter play. I probably have too much Tootin, so I'm fine kind of switching off of him. But I was close between ETN and then also the Giants running backs. But I don't know. Like, that's not an offense I really feel great about. Like, I do like Scatabo. I like both of their skill sets. Maybe there was a stacking option I missed. To actually kind of think through some of these. I think Dak makes sense. I think Goff makes sense. And then, of course, I think Trevor Lawrence later makes sense. Drake May a sleeper? Depends on your league. But honestly, in managed leagues, I would say yeah. I always forget that the kind of like draft economy between redraft and... It's funny. People love to be like, oh, it's best ball. So like Jameson Williams is going to get pushed up. No, it's more so that like... It's more so that Geno Smith is getting drafted. In your home managed league, Geno Smith isn't getting drafted. You don't need to have 2 or 3 quarterbacks, you know? If I didn't have A.J. Brown, I'd be open to it. I think stacking 2 receivers to your quarterback is good most of the time, but in a low-volume passing offense like the Eagles, I'm not crazy about it. What's good? Top shelf action? What's going on? Please make this a Waller team? Maybe, dude. Yeah, Judkins over Laporta might have been the play. Did you do any startups? I did 3 startups. The plane maybe lost an engine with the Hero RB take. Yeah, I don't know. The plane... I think this has to be Scatabo with the way that this... damn, dude. I need a quarterback. No, it has to be Goff. I think Goff makes the most sense there. Because this is a team that's going to end up with 3 quarterbacks. I'm curious what you guys think on that. Maybe should have taken a falling Scatabo, to be honest with you. None of these other teams had Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah. This guy does have J-Mo, though. Maybe he was hoping for... Yeah, no, he was live to take Goff. Truth Serum Mason over Jones, man, I can't get there. I can't get there. I see the vision, but I can't get there. I see the vision, but I can't get there. First draft this year, my team is ass. My team's ass too, man. Ben Earson 60K subs. What's up? We're on the go. We got Savage J in here. What's going on? These are some names I recognize. We got John Nickel in here. Team 9 is wild. I haven't even... That's probably my biggest flaw when drafting is I'm never paying enough attention to others. But you're right. Not a single wide receiver until pick 88 here. And he goes 1, 2... He goes 4 running backs, 2 tight ends. 2 tight ends in the first 3 rounds. Yeah, I mean, he's out of his mind. I love it, though. Yeah, the Vikings O-line's great. Like, so even if you're a Jordan Mason guy, I'm just big on this running game, I think, too. I think that they're definitely going to be more balanced than we've seen in years past with J.J. McCarthy as well. So I don't know. I think Aaron Jones has upside to lead to lead the league in rushing touchdowns, or just like total touchdowns would be my take. Man, they are tempting me with Luther Burden. I can't do it. I can't do it. I hope you guys didn't see that. Oh, man. I hope you guys did not see that. I don't know. I was between, like, to me, McCarthy and Trevor Lawrence are a toss-up. And I just would rather go Lawrence because we have a pass catcher. Whereas McCarthy would have been kind of a stack to Aaron Jones. But we need to kind of catch up at running back here in a second. I think that this might be we might go 3-6-6-3. I love Burden, but I don't think that could have been Burden now that I'm kind of looking through it. Ayuk wide receiver 1. Yeah, it's one of my favorite streams we do, the Jacob and Liam main event. J.J. McCarthy would be a top 15 fantasy quarterback. He has a ton of upside, but like I think I was listening to definitely a podcast I recommend highly, fellas, is the Establish the Edge, Ben Gretsch and Mike Leone. They run through their projections for every single division, and they were talking about this could be a really great late quarterback year where there's just a lot of these guys like Drake May, Trevor Lawrence, J.J. McCarthy. You can get Stroud very late. There's just a lot of really good late round quarterback options with upside. Wow, and then J.J. goes right before our pick. Nice. Okay, yeah, give me Tyjae Spears. I know Hayden Wings was talking him up the other day. I've always been on Tyjae Spears. He like kind of bailed me out last year with the crazy spike weeks during the playoffs. But this year, why not? It's like the same bet or get him in the 12th round. How are we feeling about Nico this year? It was pissing me off. I did the wide receiver rankings video yesterday, and I have people telling me that I'm sleeping on Nico Collins. I have him wide receiver 7. No one was higher than me on Nico Collins last year. But I will say I did move him up one more spot. Like I said earlier in the stream, I'm going to have a rankings update out tomorrow, hopefully, or over the weekend would be. I always say that I'm like, okay, the rankings will be done here, and then it probably takes another day or two because, you know, I'm trying really hard when I'm trying to deliver you guys on, you know, whether that's Patreon or making rankings for a video. Like, I don't just want to like kind of throw it all together willy nilly. Like, I'm trying to make sure like this is something I would actually like draft off of, you know. Carolina Rams. Let's do Young to Tet. Let's do that, and then we're done at quarterback. I like that 3 quarterback room. Goff, Lawrence, Young. Could we have waited more? Sure, but I didn't really have any other. I mean, you guys are gonna kill me for caring so much about stacks, but I mean, like, I guess I could have gone like Cam Ward later. But to me, that's a nice 3-piece. I think that's nice. I know Lawrence and Goff have the same bye, whatever. But we got Goff to Laporta, we got Hunter to Trevor, we got Young to Carolina, and then it's just time to hammer. What do you guys think? I think that this is gonna be a 3-6-6-3 team. Unless if you want to talk me into going just 2 tight ends on Laporta, but I don't think I can. I think it's just going to be a perfectly balanced 3-6-6-3 team, where running backs may be a little bit weak. Curious what you guys think on that. I think that that's the play. Let's start. Is there any like late round? Yeah, no, there's plenty. There's plenty now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go with Tesla, but Jaguars, you got Bigsby, Strange, or no, we don't want Bigsby, but Strange, Diami Brown, to me, that works. Parker Washington, sure. And then Carolina has a billion stackable pieces, too. If we want to go 3 tight ends, we can go JT Sanders late. Coker might be my most drafted player right now. Somebody asked me for sleepers early on in this stream. Give me Jalen Coker. You can get him for free. This is going to be a really tough decision, but I think it has to be Brenton Strange. Because there's some running backs on the board I would like to take. I think Eckler's kind of interesting for this team to get me some points. But I think I'm going to go Strange. This locks me into a 3 tight end build, though. But I think that this has to be 3 tight ends. All right, I'm trying my best to catch up with the chat here. Team Tracy or Scatabo? I'm Scatabo for now, but it's tough. This is the range I like to attack tight end and quarterback. If you take Judkins over Laporta, your team is perfect. Yeah, I agree. When is the first high stakes draft? We missed all the falling values. Probably like late July, something like that. You go 2 tight ends to justify the Laporta price? Yeah, maybe I screwed up. I don't know. Like in the BDG vids, brother, you know your ball. Thanks, man. You have startup ranking somewhere? Yes, sir, on the Patreon. I have a Dynasty League for YouTube listeners. On the Patreon, we're actually in a startup Patreon league right now, or startup draft on the Patreon right now. This is a BBM. Demon Mongner, that's you at number 9? Right on. Hell yeah. Let's go Roshan. I think, fellas, we're landing the plane. I hate to say it, but I think we're landing the plane here. If anybody, I will say, if anybody's just coming in here, we went Lamb, A.J. Brown, Chase Brown, Tet McMillan, Travis Hunter, Sam Laporta, Aaron Jones, Emeka Egbuka, Travis Etienne, Jared Goff, Trevor Lawrence, Tyjae Spears, Bryce Young, Bretton Strange, Roshan Johnson. The pick I regret most is maybe, it's probably somewhere in here. These 3 picks, one of them probably should have been a running back, I'll be honest. I'm trying. Got a star method and drag for last second picks. Yeah, I think I talked about it. I don't know. I'm talking in circles. But this feature of setting your queue and then sorting by ADP is like maybe the greatest quality of life update that Underdog has ever done. I believe 3663 is pretty decent. Are we smashing draft on Egbuka this year? I am. Jaden Higgins is a good one too. I'm a Yankees fan, but I always say this. It's like the bottom most team I care about. All right, let's go with our last wide receiver as Diami Brown attached to Trevor Lawrence. Why not? Would have loved Coker, but Demon Monger in the chat sniping me on Coker. Fair play. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, I'm a Yankees fan, but like they're very low on, like I couldn't tell you their starting lineup. Damn it, people think that I could go 2 tight ends. I've been trying to do 3 tight ends more, man. Like most advance rates, unless if I go McBride, Bowers, or Kittle, I'm usually going 3 tight ends. Unless if I went like Laporta and then like Kels, like one of these tight ends, like right, like once. I want to make sure I'm not missing this pick, but like once like Njoku's off the board, if I take Laporta, I would prefer 3 tight ends. Is kind of my take. Like if I go Laporta, then Andrews, sure. If I go Laporta and Njoku or Laporta, you could say Evan Ingram. I don't know where he's at on this board. Evan Ingram, sure, but like Laporta, Bretton Strange to me is really, really cutting it close. When does Crazy Ambassador drop? I don't know if we'll have it. I will say I did cover the team on Paul Patterson's video on Pure Potential. I did cover the team there. Yeah, let's just make this a highly correlated team. I don't even like JT Sanders, but let's go JT Sanders. I am very curious what the data is on stacking all 3 quarterbacks with all 3 tight ends. I wonder if there is anything on that. I don't know if that's optimal or not. Just kind of how things ended up here. But Goff to Laporta, Lawrence to Strange, and then Young to JT Sanders. I don't know. I don't know that that's the meta by any means, but it just kind of happened. You sprinkle any June drafts this year? In terms of Underdog, yeah. If you only want to change one pick at the end of the draft, that's good. Hard to get a perfect one. That's true. Keeper League, who should I keep? Breece Hall for a... Oh, somebody just set off a firework outside. Brees Hall in the 5th round or Trey McBride in the 6th round? I think it's got to be McBride in the 6th, and then don't even worry about tight end rest of the draft. ADP in the queue is so massive, dude. You commented that about Nico? How is wide receiver 7 disrespect, dude? Real cokehead stand up? Hell yeah. Did I have a lot of Jonnu or Muth? I definitely had a decent amount of Freiermuth in like maybe big board drafts, but not really high on either of them. So let's see. All right, so we're gonna just take a running back here to end it. I should be looking at like week 17 matchups here, but I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get there in time. Who's Detroit play? Minnesota, I'm all good. Who does Jacksonville play? Colts. We missed on Giddens. Who does Carolina play? Seattle. We got nothing. All right, so give me Blake Corum. I like Blake Corum, man. He was drafted on day 2. Sometimes running backs don't pop in year 1. He's going to be on a good offense. I know Jarquez Hunter's there, but it's pretty rich to have him comfortably ahead of Blake Corum. Where like Corum's not getting drafted in every draft, and then like Hunter's like a 16th pick. I think we landed the plane. What do we think? I think we landed the plane, fellas. We go CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, Chase Brown, Ted McMillan, Travis Hunter, Sam Laporta, Aaron Jones, Emeka Egbuka, a lot of rookies. Travis Etienne, Jared Goff, Trevor Lawrence, Tyjae Spears, Bryce Young, Brenton Strange, Roshan, Diami Brown, JT Sanders, Blake Corum. And this is what the team looks like in terms of like structure. 3-6-6-3, just like perfectly balanced. I like it. Like I said, I think if instead of this being Etienne and we had a running back between Chase Brown and Aaron Jones, I think that I would like this team a little bit better. Could have maybe waited on Laporta. Could have, this could have just been like this could have been like Njoku in the hundreds or something. And then we could have had like, Judkins here. But I don't know. I think that this is a fine team. I will be honest, he is a 3rd round pick, but he did fall a little bit to us. Or no, he didn't. I mean, his ADP is 28. We got him pick 30. All right, that's my bad. Show the people the Devi squad. I don't know if they would truly appreciate. Like Buka for a 27 first, 26 fourth, Texans wide receiver Jalen Knoll. I think you probably should sell like Buka for that price, but I would do it begrudgingly. London in the 3rd or Higgins in the 5th? Probably Higgins in the 5th. You have a lot of Harvey pre-draft. I'm not sure. This is going to be exposing me. I don't think that my exposures are that great. Pre-draft. You're saying I don't think I had a lot of Harvey. 12.7%. Like it's okay. It's nothing great. A lot of Ollie Gordon and Jordan James on the big board teams. It's all good. Whatever. A lot of Jalen Milroe. Who knows if he gets a start. But all right, fellas. That's going to do it for us. Like I said, just... Can you hear me? I think you can hear me. Okay. I don't know why I thought that... I don't know why I thought that I got muted, but that is first draft of July. We did maybe one draft after the NFL draft and BBM first came out, but we're back in the mix. We're posting videos. If you haven't already checked them out, check out the wide receiver rankings video we posted the other day. Check out the running back rankings video. We'll have some videos coming up here. I don't know if we'll have anything over the weekend. 4th of July weekend, people are going to be outside doing whatever. Me too. But starting next week, we'll be back in the mix. I will say, it is always overwhelming. We're like, I don't even know where I want to start. Do I want to give you guys some breakout running back picks? Do I want to give you some sleeper picks? Do I want to get into a strategy video already this early in the summer? I don't know yet. I wouldn't call it, it's less writer's block and it's more too many options. I don't know what I want to do first. So that's exciting. It's not so much during the season where I know, I wake up and it's going to be 10 lessons, waiver wire, trade targets, whatever. Freedom of whatever I want to do. So look out for that. look out for that. Use promo code RON on Underdog. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. I'll have links to that in the description, the comment section, pinned at the top of the live chat, everything you could possibly need. That's what we just did. They have a ton of really cool contests out there. They have like a $5 corgi right now if you want to hop in there as well. But with that being said, I will see y'all in the next one.